Man, what's going on? You already know what's going on. It's your boy TRAV1TIME back again with another video. 'Tis the season to be sneezing. Alright, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. What you waiting for? It's your boy.
I just need to vent. Hope you will listen. Some people wanna be friends, but don't know the difference. I'm on the wave, slowly descending.
It's your boy TRAV1TIME back again with another video. Alright. So we got my boy
Matt BERMAN.
Alright, so
I wasn't sure what to do. I showed up and you were looking good. I got the quarantine going on. I'm trying to hide the quarantine 15. You out here looking good. I should like take my necklace out. It doesn't blink.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's drip. So it doesn't matter. It's drip. Alright, so look, you know me, it's a conflict. It's all black with the yay codes on.
Yeah, I'm not lifting up my feet. I might as well just not be wearing sneakers. I should just not wear nothing. You know, matter of fact, it's alright. We go. It's better. It worked.
But those is kind of funny, don't
You know what? Now I feel bad about it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But it's alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so we here. You already know, another sit down with TRAV1TIME. Alright, it's probably like episode 6. Probably. Yeah, 6. So today we got Matt, and we're gonna ask him a couple questions about music and everything, how he started, where the name came from, even though that's his real name, so we can't really ask him that. And, you know, everything about him. Alright? Matt.
Yes, sir.
The one-footed master.
Now I feel really self-conscious about me. Now I gotta make myself at home.
Yeah, make yourself at home.
Now we're here. We in the cap. I go on my feet. That's weird.
What you doing? You think this is a cat's house?
Yeah. I mean, there's this blanket. It makes me feel a little sensual in this couch.
Well, are you of age?
Yeah, you know.
Alright, bro. Matt, what was your inspiration for music?
Yeah, man, I started playing, when I was like 7 years old, I started playing like violin. And I got lazy and I didn't want to hold it anymore. That's dead serious, that's the story. And my mom said, you want to play saxophone or you want to play guitar? Because she worked at a school where she could get either one at that time. So I chose saxophone, I started playing saxophone, I started playing jazz. That was like my main thing. And when I was like in college is when I started like my first band, right? Because I was like, I want to be able to like be the guy in the front too. Because like, you know, still to now, like anytime like there's an instrumental person, it's usually like in the back. Yeah. You know, even like Lizzo's got her thing, but she does the flute, right? Yeah. So it's like not just the instrument. So that's when I started singing. I started writing my own music, started writing my own songs. And then it started to pick up, like a lot of it started to pick up after college. Yeah. You know, I played gigs throughout, you know, New York City and things like that. And it all started really after school when I got called for my first tour. And I played saxophone on tour for Brandon Flowers, who's the lead singer of the Killers. And opened for Ingrid Michaelson, opened for Justin Timberlake, opened for Aaron Carter. And that was just on my own thing, because I remember back in the day, I was sitting in the back of the car, and I'm ashamed to say, Michael Bublé was on the radio, and I was like, come fly, and my mom's like, yo, it's just let him sing. It's gonna be okay. So I was nervous that I was a bad singer, but then it worked itself out. So no, that was sort of my story from the beginning all the way to now. And now I've got my own thing. I go by Monroe, and I kind of mash up all my inspirations from, you know, when I was playing jazz to now, you know, more like that hip hop style. Yeah, man, it's cool. It's cool to be able to incorporate everything and, you know, see what you get. And I feel like I've just finally got the confidence to go for it, you know.
I like that.
Yeah.
Summed up the whole thing clean.
I know, man. I feel like I may have answered too many questions at one time. Now it's strictly on
So that's it for the video. Let me start. But yeah. Alright, so you basically said everything that I was going to ask you.
I screwed up, man. I'm sorry.
No, questions over about that. I'm an Arsenal. Respectfully. But alright, musical inspiration.
Yeah. Man, there's a lot because I feel like there in every genre of music, you can draw something that you love and something that you draw from. So like for me, with jazz, like what I draw from jazz is like all the different chord progressions and like how intricate they could be, because my big critique for everything that's happening right now, specifically pop music, mainstream, things like that, it all sounds the same. And it's all because it's a bigger issue that we could dive into, because I could have you here for like a day and a half. But like, yeah, I love like more intricate kind of chord changes and progressions, things like that. I love. I'm a very big person on lyrics because it can just sound good and like that's where it starts, right, with melodies and things like that. But lyrics like actually mean something to me, as I feel like it should for anyone listening. Because like even if it sounds good, but you're talking about like shooting people or something ridiculous, like that's not the message, you know? So like for me, lyrics, there's this band called Augustana. They're like kind of like country, but the lyrics are ridiculous. And I don't really dig that country thing so much, but the lyrics fantastic. It tells a story. Like one of my big inspirations for lyrics when I'm doing more of like that rap sung kind of thing, Tupac, lyrics, stories.
I don't know, but your vibe is more like a Chance.
Yeah, well, I like Chance too. He's on there too. I just wanted to throw it back to the OGs. Like, but no, Chance is amazing. Like that storytelling, that is so important. And like, there's some other things too. Like sometimes you just want that hype, like a lot of energy, like having a good time. But like, for me, it's all about lyrics. Like, yeah, Chance is an inspiration for sure, but he's like a new kid, you know, like he's relatively new. But you go back to even the storytelling with like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's storytelling is ridiculous. And he's talking about something, but he's talking about it in 10 different ways that he gets to the point. It's not just, you know, like, I don't want to give a hard time to like someone like Macklemore or something. But like that's like just a commercial dude that like, he's rapping about a thrift shop. All right, cool, fun, whatever. But like you could draw from that too. Where like that was fun. The vibe was fun, right? It wasn't all trash. It was just there was something. There's a diamond in the rough somewhere. But you know what I mean? Like there are aspects, and like Eminem. Eminem, the vibe. He's got 100% vibe, and his lyrics are dope too. Not all the time, but like most of the time. Like he's got some good stuff.
Alright, quote a lyric from Eminem that you love the most.
I was talking to my friend about this.
You want to go first?
You can go first.
Hey kids.
Oh my word. Okay.
You like violence? You want to see these big 10-inch nails in my eyelids?
I like that. I'm just gonna just so I can piss off everyone on TikTok. I'm gonna tie it to the Ben and set the house on fire. Because they're trying to cancel him. And they're trying to cancel him for the most commercial song ever. When he's rapping about like everything else. Killing your mom. Cleaning out my closet. All of this like much heavier topic than what he's singing about with Rihanna. And they're trying to cancel him for that. But, and I was talking about this recently on my show, and then they talk about women empowerment, and all these people on like TikTok and social media are all hype about like their purpose. But then like they're like, oh yeah, Wet Ass Pussy's like the best song in the world. And I'm like, so you're gonna try to cancel Eminem? You're gonna try to cancel Eminem because he sung a song with Rihanna, but you're gonna talk about the juiciest things in the world. I'm like, man, it doesn't make sense. And I've always said it from day one.
WAP is not a good song, bro. It is not.
No. So I bring myself back to composure, and I'll rub the pillow.
It's alright, man.
It's my calming pillow. Slightly suggestive. It feels a little weird in a room full of dudes.
Alright, well, musical inspiration, your name. What inspired you for your name?
Yeah, so actually, it's not very exciting, but it's cool. So, so my mom's parents, my grandparents on my mom's side were from Monroe, New York, and my grandparents on my dad's side are from Monroe, New Jersey. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go with that because part of like the cross section. If they weren't around, they weren't around. I wouldn't be around. So that's kind of cool. And it also sounds kind of cool. I was trying to look for a thing that sounds sexy. And to be honest, though, oh man, sorry about the majority of edits you're gonna have to do. But no, so for
This is long.
To be honest though, I don't know. I'm sure we'll get to it, but like, my vision for when I was coming up and I put that name out, Monroe, was I was gonna have a constant thing. So my vision was always growing a project with a group of people. You know, whether it's guy, girl, whatever, just like a group of people. You can call it a band, you can call it whatever. To grow with a group of people, and that was what they don't tell you is like it's hard to do that. Mm-hmm. And that's why that's why it wasn't just my name, and I kind of went with the group name too. But you know, it's hard to find people that want to grow with you, no matter how good or bad you are. Like, you know, so there's that what I've seen, at least for like the professional musicians in New York specifically, like if they're not like 100% in, and you're like, oh yeah, like we're not gonna get paid for the show, but it could be really cool. You know, it's hard to find people that'll stick with you through that and build with that. So it went with a lot of different people in and out, and like, you know, I've got that core people that I work with now. But also I didn't want to change it because I put way too much money into that name. Yeah. Like the marketing, like it's crazy. Once you like trademark and do all this stuff, it's like, man, well,
That's your name for life.
that's my name for life now. It's gonna be on my driver's license soon. I'm kidding, I'm definitely not.
It should be a license plate.
It should.
I'm trying to get TRAV1TIME on a license plate.
Yeah. Dude, that would be amazing.
Put D Hayes on a license plate.
I'm down.
Rich, no.
Alright, well, you got all these links that you want to shout out right now. Shout yourself out.
Oh man, I should have wrote this down. No, I'm kidding. Instagram, Matt Berman Music, MonroeMusic.net, because we can't afford a .com. You can check out Facebook.com/MonroeNYC. You can also check out my podcast, Friends from Craigslist. It sounds creepy, it's hilarious.
It's perfect.
And we're gonna do a record soon.
Exactly.
So stay tuned to his channel, because it's way cooler than mine.
Bro, don't do that.
No, we're on YouTube. But what I always say, I'm not cool enough on YouTube to have enough subscribers, so it's a long link, so y'all find it. It's around. Go on the website. It's better anyway.
Alright. Keep walking away, you already know what it is.
You already know me. Yeah. Too saucy, I'm flea. So boogie, diamonds dripping on me. Yeah. One time a boogie. Oh, hey, hot, you playing with me. That dish you gon' really like. Cheer girl, that me can fight. Your girl said my drip is nice. Backwoods take a paradise. Already know that I get